Look at your mix of business and see where you are competitive, reduce the lines that you're uncompetitive in, increase the lines that you are competitive in.
You want to ensure that you are delivering on the promise that every visit to your store is less of an errand and more of a pleasant experience.
It's not about price increase, it's about revenue growth management. There's something called revenue growth management, and it goes beyond just pricing.
Second, of course, that we'll be talking about is customer experience. Like we've said, it's the core of any successful retail survival strategy or success strategy that you may want to employ. So, what is this customer experience that we're actually talking about? It's all about making every interaction that your customer have with your business pleasant, enjoyable, and memorable. And this starts well before the customer even meets you, continuing into his dealing with you, and also in the post-sales of the post-sale period after the customer has met with you. How do you make him feel? Is his journey to your store, especially during this time when first and Adewale has spoken about his wallet, the size of his wallet, is concerned about what should he be spending his money on at this material time. So he having to rearrange all of that. Then he still leaves his home and he comes into your space, which is the retail store. How does he feel at the end of the day? So this is what customer experience really is about. It's about understanding his journey. It's about understanding the touch points along this customer journey. What his challenges are from the moment he steps out or he starts even considering, the need for a particular in dealing with you as a business, and how to eliminate some of these challenges, if not all, such that his journey will be pleasant at the end of the day. So his customer experience is really about eliminating his pain points at each and every of these touch points, in order to eliminate these pains, and make his journey great, make his journey seamless, make his journey an enjoyable experience. If you look at it, if you take a typical customer, for example, it typically probably will start with the need for purchase. So he feels that he needs to make a purchase. So he starts considering options. He probably will make a research online. He probably will make a research through friends, using various channels to search and see which product, which business will satisfy this need of mine. So once that search is done, he wants to come to your store. He goes to store to visit your store. So what are the issues he's likely to meet? Parking space, your gate man. He's probably going to encounter issue of price of your product. He's going to encounter the cashiers, or first your salesperson, then the cashier. If all these are good for him, he's going to make a purchase. So he buys. After buying, he's going to use your product. From the point he's using a product, he's probably going to have some difficulty. And so he probably puts a call through. Will that call be seamless? Will he get answers that he so clearly needs or deserve for the questions he has raised? Now, once that is done, if he is satisfied with the support that you have given, then of course the customer will probably want to buy again. because your support is good, the product is good, the brand promise have been kept, the customer wants to buy again. His journey is not ended. If he keeps buying again, and then of course what the experience is still good, he's likely to recommend your store to his friends, associates. So he's going to make a repeat business. His friends are going to come in to buy. So this is a simplified customer journey. But along this line, there are various challenges that the customer is likely to meet. For example, if he meets a rude gate man, if he's coming, let's even take a simple car park, he can't find a simple space to park his car. That already will agitate the customer, and that will not be helpful in his journey. If your gate man also have some, is not responsive, is not acting well, is not treating him well, if your cashier or your salesperson is not knowledgeable, or your cashier is probably rude, or anything along the line happen, or the product he's seeking, you don't even have it, he's going to have a problem with your store. And so you say the journey is not the experience, his experience in that journey is not good. But once his experience is good, you are sure that this customer will come again to buy from you. So this is the reason that for customer experience have been severally described as, for example, the new retail currency, as a key survival strategy for businesses in the post-COVID era. Your goal in delivering a pleasant customer experience is that in today's culture, that is in today's internet culture, where people can stay in the comfort of their home and make purchases and goods will be delivered to them, you want to ensure that you are delivering on the promise that every visit to your store is less of an errand and more of a pleasant experience. Every customer that comes into your store is seeking today, especially, something more than a handful of goods that they will just buy in the basket and go away. Is seeking something beyond that. They seek that the experience that you provide is pleasant and that is enjoyable. If you to be able to do this successfully, obviously, you will need to put a strategy in place. A set of positive, meaningful experiences that the customer will enjoy is not just something that will happen just like that. You first of all will need certain strategy in place. And this strategy, whatever it is that you are putting in place, should have, as it were, 4 critical elements that will make it successful. Number 1, it must be able to engage the audience, your customers, in the right manner. It should be one that at the end of the day, you have a goal too, that it will convert the people that come into your store into customer. It will fulfill both their expectation that what they're looking for they will get, and your expectation of maximizing their presence in your store. They will buy, and then of course at a profitable level. You also will ensure that at the end of the day, this customer, they become loyal to your business. It's about you having a vision. It's about you understanding who your customer is. It's about you creating that emotional connection with your customer. And to do this, your customer feedback is critical. In today's world, Brian talked about data. Adewale talked about data. You need data. Data is key if you must give the customer the right experience that he needs. Who is this customer? How does he want to be treated? How does he want to buy? How does he want to be attended to? We all go to stores. We all go to buy in stores. How do you want to be attended to? I often tell people that when all is said and done, we all are customers. We buy from other people. How do you want to be treated? The baseline, treat others the way you want to be treated. Make your store welcoming the way you want other stores to feel welcoming for you. That is just the baseline. It's not that difficult. If we can do that, especially today where everybody is on the edge, finding a reason to come to your store, and then they are treated in ways that they probably don't or expect to be treated, will be something at the end of the day that your business will suffer for. They won't come again. And this, for me, boils down to the team we have in our stores at the end of the day. Who are your food soldiers? Who are the people that are dealing with your customers? How well trained, skilled are they? These are the times where customers that come into the store should be able to meet your staffs who are not just only knowledgeable, but staff who comes to work with both their head, their heart, their hand, and their feet in the business. One of the things I've told a couple of retailers lately is, look, you cannot afford to have people in your store who don't have ownership mentality, ownership culture. That is one thing that is going to drive positive customer experiences for your business. That also in itself is a function of how you, the owner of the store, deliver the right employee experiences for your staff. Because the truth is this, if your staff do not have the right experiences, then you do not expect them to give the right experiences to your customer, because it's what they have that they can give at the end of the day. So ultimately, for how do you create that point of differentiation that we talk about in this business? First, it's about understanding that in-store still offer promises. There is a human connection. No matter what we say, online is thriving, yes, but the truth is this, there is a human connection in store that you cannot get online. At that point, you must understand. For example, when you come in store, you are able to connect with at least the 5 senses, which you will not be able to do online completely. The sense of sight, within store, if your store is done well, visibility is good, your customers are going to see your product. The sense of touch, you cannot have that online. And that is why in-store is not going away. Offline trade is not going away for a long time to come. Physical stores will not go away for a long time to come. Customer instinctively still want to touch. And you must create that environment that then feel the more they are likely to buy. The other sense of sound.
Music licensing.
Even if it's just the mere sound of when I come into the store, I hear human beings talking. It's enough. The kind of music, then the sound of smell, then the sound of taste, if that is available in your store. If you want to create the right customer experience, you must also get personal. Personalization is the name of the game today. Do you make your customers feel like a guest when they come into the store? Are they valued? Or is it just for you, they've come to buy, so they buy and so they go? Beyond your people being knowledgeable, they must be able to provide personalized services. That means again that every employee of yours must bring their best of self to work every day. They must be committed, not just only to your product, but they must be committed to the people that are buying your products. It is the ability to develop this relationship that will drive customer loyalty for you at the end of the day. That shoppers that come into your store, they are treated with respect, with kindness, with a hands-on knowledge that comes back again and again, bringing people to help buy in that store. The next, of course, Brian talked about this. How do we cater to omnichannel demands in our store? Customer today whether you like it or not, they will continue to buy online. They will also continue to visit the store. So the store, your store must evolve. It must evolve to a place, the physical space where the actual experience is happening. Brian talked about BOPIS, buy online, pick up in store. Your in-store must begin to act as a delivery center for your online operations. If you can do that, then obviously you are in the right track. We've talked about this again and again sometimes before, that we should begin, try as much as you can to provide in-store Wi-Fi. Why? Most customers, when they are in store, they still are shopping online. And so if they are shopping online and you don't have, then you are missing out. I think like Adewale did, I'll just stop here a bit and allow him to come back again, after which I may come back with some few points or based on your questions. Thank you.
One thing I would like everybody to take away from here is about a shift. We need to take a shift to the new interface of the emerging trends. And I've been working on something in the last couple of weeks. So when Joseph called me to come for this, I think it's something I can share. I call it the 6R, the 6R. And this 6R, R like right in capital letter. So I call it the 6. So the 6 of them. And it will try to answer a lot of questions that will be asked since morning, since Brian started and talking about. And the first one, the first right for me, to move into the new interface, is do we have the right product? Now, when I talk about the right product, everybody can say, yes, we have the right product. No, the right product, what I mean here is that you want to turn customer frustration with delight. Do we have product? Because the consumer today, the shopper today is going through a lot of frustration. We've talked about it at the beginning. Brian also mentioned it. Joseph also mentioned it. And what I mean by this is that, are you addressing the occasion that customer wants? So you see, we often talk about how do we manage prices, premiumization, and stuff like that. Are we managing the occasion of what that shopper? So when that shopper, what is the occasion that he wants to buy? There is an occasion for every consumer, every shopper, from sunrise to sunset. And I can give an example. If I come home late in the evening and I want to take, I'm a bachelor, and I want to take a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I usually give this example. What I need to do there is just to do like a quick top up. I will go to the nearest neighborhood kiosk around me, and then I'll quickly go and look for that in that space. I will not go to the next big mall or something because I just want to take something in the evening. And when I get to that place, that is the channel. Do I find a brand? Am I available in that brand that guy will want? Because that guy just want to take a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Am I in that brand that will help him to take a cup of coffee? Even if my brand is premium, am I in that price that he will be able to take that cup of coffee? And am I in that channel that is visiting at that time in the evening, which is just a top up, it's just a frequency buying. So that is one in terms of having the right product. So we talk about occasion, talks about the brand, the pack, the price, and being in the right channel. Am I able to provide solutions? Today, everybody is rational about their spending. Still talking about the right product. Remember what I said about the right product is addressing the customer frustration. Am I able to provide, give the customer a solution, that product solution that he does not need to spend so much? For example, if a product I have some mixes, I mean, maybe a 3-in-1 product and stuff like that, and then simple and easy to use. This guy may have been coming from a very tough environment that day from work, and he gets home and he just wants something simple and easy to use. Am I able to provide that? When we even say premium, there's still a premium consumer. Don't forget about it. 10% of our population they are premium and they can afford. But when I talk about premium, am I able to put purpose behind that premium? Even the growing population, some like to buy ready to afford your product. But am I able to give some kind of purpose in terms of health, wellness, in terms of managing some emotions that are becoming, which my product can also deliver? The second right is the right moment. So when the question came around 15%, before I go to the right moment, this I've mentioned can help you to drive rotation. Having the right product in the right channel, connecting to the right occasion, having in the right pack size and stuff like that. The next one I want to talk about, connection. How do you connect with shopper? How are you driving that that moment in terms of when the person gets into the store? How do you, when he gets there, are you easily able to find? Can he find you? Are you present? Are you available? Can he see you? Is your messaging connecting to him? Does he have to run around to go around so many highs? What is your category destination within the channel? Are you a planned category? Are you a category that is just what we call a spontaneous one? If I want to take a bottle of Coke and I'm thirsty, I will not wait for, if I get to that point where I want to take it, I will not wait for the other brand. I will take what's available because I want to drink it. I will not wait for another brand. If I want to take a cola beverage, I will take what's available. So am I in the right store? Am I relevant in that store? And am I doing that? Now, that is the right moment. So the shopper, that moment, shopper wants to make that transaction. Shopper has three currency. One is energy, one is money, and the third one is time. They spend few seconds in the store and they get out of the store. Am I able to connect with them at that moment of truth? He have me in mind. Does he know where my chef is? Do I have multiple points within the store where the guy, do I have messaging that can connect with him? And then we've heard about omnichannel today. And I look at omnichannel from various perspectives. And that's my third half, the right channel. Because omnichannel approach is very important. However, you must also prioritize within that omnichannel strategy. Now, omnichannel is a way that you offer seamless connection to get as many light buyers as possible. That people will call light buyers. They may not be your loyal customer, but I tell you, they grow your business faster than the loyal customer. These light buyers, because every loyal customer of yours has at one point in time has bought competition. You can do the check. It's data for this. You can do the check. Your loyal customer that you call so loyal that you do spend a lot of money on terms of product, many times they have bought competitive product. So how many light buyers do you want to bring into your brand? And one of the ways to use omnichannel approach, available in your prioritized channel. You must have your prioritized channel, and then be readily available in the rest of the channel. E-commerce will grow. It's going to grow, and it's going to be part of the right channel. Online retail is going to grow. It's predicted will grow by 20% by 2025, between now and 2025. And we're talking coming from me, and it has taken a big share of the entire retail space today. So how do you ensure that you bring a lot of digital enhancement from cashless, touchpads, shopping cart, scanners that can read barcode, that can read trolleys and stuff like that. Your carts within the shopping cart within the store. How do you have that kind of innovations to bring to play? And how do you make it so effortlessly for them to crisscross your store and also make payment? So right channel, omnichannel approach, but within that omnichannel approach, you may ensure you prioritize and you make yourself available at every possible point of purchase to do that. The fourth right is messaging. Do you have the right message? And messaging is here. How do you engage your consumer? How do you engage your shopper? You really engage them. You really engage them. Know your customer, know your shopper, and connect with them in stores. Drive product communication. How do you drive that communication? Listen to them and inspire them. They want to be motivated today. They are going through a lot of pressure. They want motivation. They want a reward. They want to be recognized. They want to be valued. And they want purpose today. So I'll come again. They want to be motivated, they want to reward, they want to be valued, and also today they want purpose. People are asking for purpose. Why do I have to buy your brand? Why don't I have to buy competition? Do you have that kind of message that can really bring them, even if I'm more expensive than the other guy? How can we do that? You always have within the pyramid of socioeconomic class, the bottom of the pyramid, you have the middle class, you have the top of the pyramid. You must ensure that your product is clearly what do you want to drive. You want to drive bottom of the pyramid, even as you're driving bottom of the pyramid, which is affordable. And affordable does not mean that you just give any kind of thing. It must be affordable. Affordable that must have the right, must connect with the shopper purpose. However, don't forget that you still have people up there within the socioeconomic class that also have a need for a product. The middle class that can afford, and also the premium. So you must have a strategy that cuts across this part. And the fifth R, which I call the right, is the right service. Start with a desired retail experience that guarantees a return. Ensure that you have the right desired retail experience for your shopper or consumer that visit your store or that wants to buy your product, whether you are doing services, whether you are selling product. You must have an experience that will guarantee a return. People are bought things online, and what they saw online is not what they ordered for. It's quite so that guy will never guarantee the return. People have come into the store, and like Joseph said, they had a very bitter day with one of your salesmen in the store. They will never return. Some customers have had some bitter experience with a salesman that did not deliver on time in full what they have agreed on the order. And today, in this country today, where FX is moving like a swing, it's like a yo-yo. Today, you buy dollar at 480, tomorrow is 500, tomorrow is 515. You cannot even get from the CBN what you require to run your business. You need to go to the black market to run a business, and you're adding cost. So that experience for your customer, for your shopper consumer is very, very important. Some people today, some retailers have adopted personalized service, and shoppers feel safe and appreciated when they receive personal attention. They feel safe, they feel appreciated. You see, there is a 24 hours service culture now that is coming up, not only for retailers, even for businesses, to ensure that you're able to serve your customer. And what you're only trying to do, you are being flexible with their time, because today there's a lot of pressure and you want to bring some flexibility into how you work with them. Adopt payment systems. There are many payment system trend today. So from open wallet, different wallet, e-wallet and stuff like that, people are adopting that. And then ensure you build the last mile inversion. And the last R is the right speed. Do you have the right speed? You have the right speed. Speed here is about brand to explore technology. Technology changes everything. Use technology to build your customer-centric, smart ecosystem. Let me come with that. Use technology to build a customer-centric, smart ecosystem. It's an ecosystem, and when you get data, and this is tied to data, you need data. Data is gold. Data is gold today. And when you are talking about data now, you're not talking about data only for your own business. You are talking about data for the entire industry, because with your business is within an industry. So how much of data do you have about the entire industry that you can interpret and bring together to form a strategy, so that you can have more leverage? You can really expand your institution beyond what you do today. That is very important. So data becomes very crucial. 2 days are never the same in Nigeria. So it's a VUCA environment, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. So speed of execution, agility to be able to win in the market today is very, very important. When you are agile to win, and to speed and add technology to it to drive your business. So technology is the way to go. Make the interface to work as much as you can. So I try to answer this question. Finally, I will leave you with a note. I will say the interface has become very important for us. Interface between your product, your service, and consumer Make it fast, make it easy, accessible, simple, and purposeful. That is what the interface is all about. It's about being fast, being easy, being accessible, simple, and purposeful. I've spoken about the 6R and just try to cap it with that. Thank you. I believe I've been able to answer some of these questions that came up about Pareto principle and also the 3% how you want to drive as much as you can within the business. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Adewale. I'll just be adding just a few. Probably I will first thing to add to your arrow. You should also create the right shopping mood. Because the truth is, the mood of the customer in store has a way of encouraging shopping. These are the days unarranged, unkept, dirty. No, both inside and outside. Ensure your store is top notch. These are the days where you must help your team to deliver on the right experience that will help you drive sales in store. Because the truth be told, beside the product itself, customer want to take home the actual experience of being in your store, buying in your store, using your product, and seeing that the quality that they get from that product meets what your brand, the quality they got met with what you are promised, the result they got met with what you are promised. So the physical aesthetics, the customer vibes, the interaction you have with them, the efficiency of your system and processes, the personality of your staff, all of these, in the end of the day, will help to create what we call customer bias. And that is very important if you want to sell your product in store. The next, of course, is humanity. Look, today, humanity plays a major role. Your humanity is your chief currency as of today. You must have that human connection with people. Empathy should not be lost on us. Feel what your customers are feeling. Empathize with them. They want that more now than ever before. So how are you empathizing with your staff, with your customer as an owner? How are you empathizing with your customer as staffs of the business? How are your staff empathizing with the customer when they come in? You must not allow what is happening right now, the challenges we are facing as retailers, to diminish us. Rather, it should encourage us. It should not discourage us. Let's think of this moment as a wake-up call to deeper relationship with our customer, to understand our customer a little more, such that beyond just the product we sell, there's something else that we are giving to our customers. And remember that in the end, the professionalism of your team matters a lot. Trust has a great role to play. In June, I talked about curbside retail, which a lot of businesses outside this shore used in driving their operation. It's a system where you before you leave home, you would have ordered your product, and you simply come in through the app. You are able to synthesize with your people. The moment you drive to the car park, your products or your goods that you have ordered are dropped in your boot, and you drive away. It's a contactless retail. And somebody said, "Would that work in Nigeria?" And I said, well, it will work if we want it to work. It's about trust. And somebody said to me that, oh, what if I get home, what was put in my boot is not the same as what I ordered? And I said, yes, that is possible, only if you don't want to be trusted. You don't want to be in this business. So it's 4 pillars of success for today: professionalism of your team, trust, empathy, and good communication. You must also be able to communicate with your customer from time to time. Let them know what you have in store. You cannot afford to bring product into the store and you don't make so much noise about it. You should be able, using effective communication method, to let your customer know what you have. Announce new arrival. Customer loyalty points are also there that you can use to drive sales in your store. But remember, today's customer wants real-time promises that are fulfilled, promises fulfilled in real time, rather. So it's gone are the days, in my opinion, where I begin to build loyalty and somebody will tell me my system have crashed. So what can we figure out some loyalty scheme that will be instant reward, no matter how small? I believe, and from my little survey with customer that we have conducted or done at Bervidson, the truth is, customer will prefer that than a long-term loyalty scheme that have no ending in sight.
Artlist.io.
Please, how can we avoid internet fraudsters, which is prevalent and ravaging? What other motivation drive staff to having ownership seats, other than the bonus, training, and appraising checklists?
I will take the second question first. What other motivation drives staff beyond salaries, beyond bonuses? I tell you, one thing that drove me in my days is appreciation. Yes, at low level, money may mean so much. But as you go up the ladder, money begins to mean so little. It's about appreciation. How do I feel as a staff? I've met some retail staffs. I met one who have sat on a desk, the same desk, for 7 years. She was employed as a store manager, what we call store manager or storekeeper. So she handles the store. And she's been on that seat for 7 whole years. Not one training, not one promotion. She doesn't even have a future of where she's going to. I think this must not be happening in our businesses of today. Let's have a plan. Let's put in place career structure for our staff. Let's train our staffs. When we started retail training, for example, it was all in Sheraton. I know how staff felt come into that environment, to be trained by their organization. In our current training facility, for example, I know what I hear from staff. Oh, thank you for this program. Because they have come into this environment to be trained. And there are so many training opportunities out there. We don't even send our staff for these trainings. We don't even value these staff. We don't know what our staffs are passing through. If you want to get more from them, please begin to feel their pain. Begin to feel their pulse or pulses. Find out what they too are going through. How can we make the whole working experience for them much more interesting? Lagos is full of traffic, a lot of challenges on the road. When they come in the morning, is there a simple thank you from you to them? Yes, you are paying them, but what if they don't show up or they call in sick? So I think for me, it's about that human or humanness that we must come from us to our staff first and foremost. Then if we can do that and they see that you are investing in them, it's a sign that you believe in them. Then they in turn will begin to believe more in the business. It's true that you can train your staff from experience. There's probably not too many things we are telling them as trainers that you are not telling them. But the difference is this. Each time you tell them that, what resonates in their mind is, oh, Madam or Oga wants to get more. So she's not satisfied with all that we are doing, with all the money we are making. She wants to get more. That's why she's talking. She's never satisfied. But when we tell them, one of the things we try to always tell them is how they can find their place in that business, how they can find a future in your business, how they can connect with what is also in need for them in that business. And I think this is what you should be thinking about also. So coming from us, they believe it much more than they believe you. The second question that was raised is, today's internet fraudsters are everywhere. Well, fraudster will be on the increase, but like we're told in those days that a Kennedy bird said, since men have learned how to shoot without missing, he too have learned how to fly without perching. You just have to be a step ahead of this internet fraudsters. There are a lot of protective web solutions out there. For example, something as simple as SSL, Secure Socket Layer. How many of us have that on our site? Site logs. How many of us have some of these things on our sites? So it's all about you not leaving your business to happenstance, but taking proactive steps, leveraging technology to secure your online business. It's something as basic as simply protecting your password. Who does that for you? You are the one to do it yourself. Then, of course, partnering with a hosting platform that is also very secure. Some of these things, I believe that when you do, will also help you to secure your own business. I think I will get stopped here so that Mr. Arikawe can just speak.
Mr. Arikawe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes,
I think Joseph have said it. The only thing I will add to that is that beyond cash rewards, salary, and bonuses, people must love where they work. People must love where they are doing. And as a boss, as the leader of the team, you must create an environment that people love to come to work every day and enjoy what they are doing. Even if it's a driver, even if it's a shop floor person, it's a manager, he must enjoy. The environment must make him to enjoy. He must have that, giving that opportunity to take ownership of what he's doing, and he must be valued as his person. He must love what he's doing, and that, I think, for me, that you can see people, they will not even go when they are poached, when they love what they are doing, and they can see trust. You bring trust. Trust is very important because trust brings result. Trust brings positive action, and trust also helps you to drive acceleration and focus on the right things. You can trust. If your people can trust you and they can work with you, I can assure you that it brings the right actions into the business. Thank you.
The truth is this: if you really want to stay ahead of the curve, help your people to become product experts. Help your people to be able to solve problems proactively. Help them to be able to cut the fidelity of your customer, their loyalty, their trust, their commitment. From both Adewale and I, you will see that the issue of trust that creates or breeds loyalty, whether it is with staff or with customer, is again and again being stressed. Please don't miss it. Thank you. Okay, I think I really want to thank every one of us for staying true with us to the very end. It's amazing that about the same number we started with at the beginning is what we are having at the end. I sincerely do apologize. I had a lot of calls, but because I'm also on the program, it was difficult taking a lot of these calls. A lot of people could not enter the platform, but like we advised, they should join on the Facebook platform, and I hope they were able to do so. We've gotten a lot of other questions. We will be answering them from time to time. Let me let you know this up front. Very soon, another program is coming up shortly. That will be a follow-up to this. And if this was, from what we have been seeing, wonderful presentation, like you said, coming from you, we are excited about that. Let me let you know that more programs will be coming. Please, I want to inform you or encourage you to join the Retail Association of Nigeria. Just go to ran.com. You will see it on your screen, ran.com.ng. ran.com.ng. You can join the Retail Association of Nigeria. And then also, don't forget, we are here as Bervidson Group to support you in any way that you might want support. Just go to bervidson.com, bervidson.com, and then you will find us there. May I once again thank Brian, who by now should be sleeping, for joining us in today's section at the 7th edition of the Retail Leaders Conference, and for that insightful and wonderful presentation that we had from him. I also want to thank Adewale Arikawe, my very good friend. Thank you for supporting us today also, and thank you for the insightful thoughts that we have brought to this platform. I want to thank you, participants, because the truth is that without you, the program would not have heard, and if it had heard at all, it would have been a waste of time. So we have you to thank so much for staying with us to the very end. On this note, I want to say thank you. Until next year, 2022, when by the grace of God we'll be having the 8th edition of the Retail Leaders Conference, I'll be seeing you in 2022. However, we will have a couple of other programs that I'll be sharing with us after now. Some people have asked questions whether we'll be sharing part of these programs with us thereafter. Yes, we will. You will be getting some things from us. So watch out for it in the mail with which you registered for this conference. And for those who didn't attend, we'll also be sharing something with you that you can watch at your own time. Thank you, and God bless you all. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye for now.